Greetings, humanity! I am Jim, and I am continuing with Shardlight. That is what we're going to attempt to do. I was hoping to do more text adventure gamery today, but unfortunately, real life intervened for a bit, so maybe in a couple of weeks, we'll see. But for now, we shall do this. Let me see what else is happening. Put that there. Yes, good, good. A quick reminder, just take a look at the content warnings, make sure that we're good as we are watching, because this game does contain death, assisted suicide, illness, disease, mentions of mutilation, and those are all the content warnings I have up right now. We'll see what happens. I think last time we had ended up in a doctor's office. And so we're going to, as we're trying to get some secret information that's in there. Something that's in there. Don't know what exactly yet. They wouldn't tell us. They didn't know. We're finding out. Now this, I think, is the last one. Ministry of Medicine. That's where we were. A ministry. I think we're waiting for the doctor.
Some body part or system that I'm completely unfamiliar with. That goes out into the hall that leads back into the waiting room. That is a heck of a lot of books. Nice to know the doctor's well read, at least.
We are disguised currently as someone who, as someone not from the poor district.
There's a lot of interesting looking stuff on this table.
You're on a mission.
There's a lot of interesting
to try to uncover information here for the resistance.
I wonder who those are for. I guess that's supposed to be a drawing of a brain? I can't make heads or tails of this one. None of this makes any sense to me. Bodies aren't exactly my area of expertise.
And yet everyone has one. Apparently.
Must be where the doctor washes his hands. Doesn't look very comfortable. Why would he keep a skeleton arm in a jar?
I mean, where would you keep a skeleton
must be where
arm?
The doctor washes his hands. I guess this must be an experiment of some kind. I remember having one of those when I was a kid. Too bad it broke. A cross-section of a human head. Odd, but kind of fascinating.
Okay. Let's see. Rummage, rummage, rummage.
Huh. There's 2 forms of soap. I guess this profession would make anyone a germaphobe. It's nice to see the doctor keeps his hands clean when dealing with patients.
Yeah, actually.
I'm no doctor. I wouldn't know what. There's nothing on it to examine. They're mostly medical textbooks. Nothing that interests me. I don't need them. I should probably wait until the doctor gets here before I sit on the table. I'm not getting near that thing. I shouldn't touch it. Who knows what's in there? None of this makes any sense to me. Bodies aren't exactly my area of expertise.
Until it is. I have to have a pick-me-up after a day at work. Oh, wait. Yeah, I gotta be careful. Just gonna drink right out of the flask, whatever it is. Let's see. Okay, back to this. What do we have? We have soap.
I guess you can't be too careful when dealing with sick patients.
We have a brush.
There's lots of scribbles and notes on here.
Ooh.
There's one that says, this week's CS password equals next week's surgery. That's probably important. I'll just copy it down.
Next week's surgery.
Impressive. Feather quill pens are hard to come by. That's the fanciest paper towel dispenser I've ever seen. It says, I love you, Dr. C, and it's signed I.S.
Huh.
She's pretty. I wonder who she is. This jar looks like it's full of candy.
Have we run into any
This
ISs?
jar is full of little flat wooden sticks. I don't even want to know what they're used for. I've seen one of these before, I think. Doctors use them to listen to people's hearts. No, I think that's private.
IS.
I don't need any soap. I just had a shower. My hands are clean right now. No, I think the dirt under my fingernails adds a certain charm to my appearance.
Great. That's
The
good.
doctor will notice if I take this. I need another way of keeping this information. I probably shouldn't mess around with that. Well, maybe just one won't hurt.
Yes, steal the candy. Steal it. Is it in our inventory now? Oh, no. Oh, and we've got all this other crap that I forgot that we had. Bleach powder and stuff.
I don't think one of these would do me any good. There aren't any messes to wipe up that I can see.
All right. Let me see. We have a brochure. We have a lottery ticket, floor cleaner, bleach powder, medical form.
I wrote down what it said on the doctor's notepad. This week's CS password equals next week's surgery. It's nice and soft. My cast iron bucket.
Right now, okay, we don't need to look at all of these. Ah! The lesser classes. We just need to find out what next week's surgery is. Quick, write it in blood on a paper towel. Yes. Surely that is what to do. Trying to think if there's any arcane thing we're supposed to do with a bunch of these things.
I don't see. Astro brand simply pour on stains, scrub, and watch them vanish. Warning, do not use on silver, painted surfaces, walls, aluminum, or rubber.
Right.
The doctor would definitely miss this. I think the doctor would miss this if I took it.
Right. I'm just, let's see, checking in. Let's see. Where would we know what next week's surgery is? Are there files?
Achilles brand floor cleaner. Achilles has no weaknesses when it comes to fighting dirt. Warning, flammable. Do not store at temperatures above 30 degrees Celsius.
We can burn things with that. That's good. That's our lottery ticket. I can't think what else we might want to do here. We have this form. 30 degrees Celsius isn't that warm. Yes. Must be very flammable then. 30 degrees Celsius. What is that in freedom units? Let me see here. Celsius to Fahrenheit. 30. It's about 86. Yeah, that's not that warm, but yeah. It's strange that. Okay. Let's see. I mean, that's everything.
I'm not sure I can see anything.
Yeah.
I wrote down what this week's CS password equals next week's surgery.
Right, okay. Oh. Alright, hang on. I'm just going to recycle through these. Okay. Whoop. Okay, I guess that was it.
Good afternoon, Miss Wellard.
Hello, Dr. Collins.
I've been informed that this is your first visit. Is that right?
Yes, that's right.
You look somewhat familiar. Are you sure you haven't been here before?
Yes, I'm sure.
You must just have one of those faces. In any case, what are you here for today?
I have green lung. The symptoms started about a week ago.
I see. If you'll just have a seat on the examination table, I'll do a quick checkup and administer your vaccine dose. There you are. You should notice a decrease in symptoms within the hour.
That would be nice.
Oh, Miss Wellard?
Yes?
I swore an oath to do no harm and heal the sick, so I would never turn away someone seeking vaccine. But I'd like to offer you a suggestion. When sneaking around other people's houses, don't stand so close to the windows. I'm sure you're aware of the consequences if you were ever caught.
Oh!
Understood.
Well, that went well. in summer it's warmer than that. This world must not get many warm days. Well, yeah, it just depends. Depends where you are, right? There's something else we need here. What is next week's surgery? Ooh, wait.
Soothing, although to be honest, now I kind of have to go to the bathroom.
There's a thing with these patients we need to know. Perhaps.
She obviously doesn't want to be bothered. He's not much of a conversationalist. This is comfortable, but kind of pointless right now.
Curses. I have to find out what next week's surgery is.
Welcome to the Ministry of Medicine. Please select a destination or request directions.
You ever imagine you hear voices? Anyway.
I'd like some directions, please.
Please state the name of the room you would like directions to.
Nothing else, thanks.
Thank you for using this directory. Have a pleasant day.
Let's check back in at reception. Maybe they'll know more about what we need here.
Hey,
What can I help you with?
thanks for your help.
It's what I'm here for.
I don't think he'd be interested in that.
Dang it! There has to be a way to find out. Regularly hear voices. Unstable Data says they regularly hear voices. The eldritch beings have in conversation. Recommend you not ask questions you might not want the answers to. Understood. Well, you know, sometimes it's important. So I can't show him any of that. Okay. That's fine. Let me see.
Welcome to the Ministry of Medicine. Please select a destination or request directions.
I'm hearing the voices again. Okay.
I don't think she'd be interested. I don't see how I could.
Need to find out what they're doing.
I don't think he'd be interested in that.
Welcome to... Please state the name of the...
Central Storage.
One moment, please. Error. Password required. I'm sorry. You do not have proper clearance to access that information. Do you require further directions?
Would the staff locker room have the surgery schedule? I don't think they would. I guess we can
Nothing
go.
else, thanks.
Thank you for using this directory. Have a pleasant day.
In case there's something else there that we missed.
I shouldn't take it down. Attention employees. Please remember to lock your valuables in the provided lockers. The Ministry is not responsible for lost or stolen property.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like one of the doctors left their coat hanging here. I don't see how I can...
I know that there's got to be a thing here that will tell us more things. I just have to figure out what the thing is that will tell us more things.
I don't need to change back into my clothes just yet.
Okay.
Welcome to...
Let's head back to reception. Let me see.
I don't think
Okay. Do we want to set something on fire?
Astro brand disinfectant bleach powder. Simply pour on stains, scrub, and watch them vanish. Warning, do not use on silver, painted surfaces, walls, aluminum, or rubber. I think I'd get hopelessly lost if I just want.
Welcome to
Yes, we're just going to wander around.
I'd hate to be that. A recruiting poster for the vaccine lottery.
See, I don't see applications here. There's something I'm not seeing. And I'm sure we'll figure it out. First off, I mean, like, we can always, do this.
I'm not sure how I can use those things together.
Aren't you?
Achilles brand. Achilles has no weaknesses when it comes to fighting dirt.
Flammable.
Warning.
Let's see.
Yes, may I help you?
I was told to schedule a follow-up appointment.
Of course. Let me just show you our calendar, and you can pick a date that works best for you.
Oh, good.
Today's date, it says house call, Silas Harrison. It says house call, Jerome Bromley, and underneath, surgery, Derek Cooper, appendix. It says staff meeting all day. It says vaccination, Karen Schmidt. This date is blank. It says surgery, Paul Scott, medulla oblongata.
There we go.
It says vaccination, Anthony Prescott. It says vaccination, Dora Everly. It says lunch with Nero. I wrote down what it said on this week's CS password equals next week's surgery. I don't see how I can use that there.
Don't you?
There's already something scheduled on that day.
Really?
How about this date?
Perfect. I'll pencil you in.
It's the medulla
See you soon,
oblongata.
Miss Wellard.
Welcome to the Ministry of Medicine. Please select a destination or request directions.
I'd like some directions, please.
Please state the name of the room you would like directions to.
Medulla oblongata?
Password accepted. 1 moment, please. Central storage is located to the left of the administrative cafeteria. It is the unmarked door next to the cleaning closet. Do you require further directions?
Nothing else, thanks.
Thank you for using this directory. Have a pleasant day.
I would like directions to the medulla oblongata, please. How do I get there from here? Here we are. Ah!
I remember seeing a diagram of one of those in a book Nelson had. When the alarm is triggered, the little clapper hits the bell and makes a noise.
Well, we can't have that, can we?
Well now, that's certainly tempting. This must be where the crates wind up going. I wonder what's on the other side of the wall. That is one huge metal door. There has to be something fairly important on the other side. But what? I'm guessing this is what they use to transport the crates around. Looks like someone left a box cutter on it.
Ooh.
Well, if someone was careless enough to leave this box cutter here, we'll just go with the old finders keepers rule.
Scavenge. It's legitimate scavenge.
That goes back out into the main hallway of the Ministry. A standard box cutter. The blade is pretty sharp. I'd best be careful handling this. There's not much I can do to it with my bare hands.
I know something I want to do to it, but
Looks as though the terminal is connected to that alarm bell via this wire.
okay.
This section of wire runs from the alarm out into the hallway. I guess it connects to the rest of the alarm system. This wire runs from the smoke detector to the alarm. Interesting. I guess they put this in here as a part of the emergency detection system.
Ah, I see. We'll be able to start a fire there. That's good. So, yeah, I think that means I'm not going to be able to do the thing I was thinking I was going to do. Which is that. Oh, yeah.
There. That should muffle the alarm if it goes off.
Well, yeah, that was what I wanted. Never mind. Let's see. Please select your function. Enter verification. I have no idea what this is. No emergency detected in building systems. Okay. Well, there will be one. Okay. There are some things we can
I don't
do.
think this chute will open manually. I don't think opening this door is going to be quite that simple. I don't think that will do anything useful. I don't think that will have much of an effect on the alarm. This section of wire runs from the alarm out into the hallway. I guess it connects to the rest of the alarm system.
Okay, so
If I cut this wire, I don't know if the terminal will affect anything in the room.
fair.
Well, now if the alarm goes off, the alert will at least be limited to this room.
Good. Working on it. Okay. Let's see.
I don't see how I can use that there. I don't think that will... I don't see...
Okay, no, that's fine.
Astro brand simply... Achilles brand. Achilles has no weaknesses when it comes to fighting. I don't think that will... That won't have much... I don't see how I can...
Do-do-do-do-do.
I don't see how... Achilles... I don't think tampering with the smoke detector is going to help me here. Besides, I can't reach it.
No, there's more going on here. I just have to figure it out.
I don't think that... Good idea. But I don't think the pistol will work on its own. I'll need to start a bigger fire.
Yeah. I
I
was
don't
thinking.
I don't...
No, I can't use my inventory there.
As tempting as it is to go trolley surfing, I should
No?
focus on the task at hand.
I was hoping I could do things there. Okay, what do we have? The brochure.
I don't see how... I don't think that will... I'm not sure how I can use those things together.
Aren't you?
Not a bad idea, but I should put this stuff inside something first.
What?
I don't see how... I'm not sure how... Not a bad idea, but I should put this stuff inside something first. There's not much.
I can't affect the rag anymore. So, I don't know what's happening. Okay. So it understands kind of what I want to do.
I'm not sure.
No?
A
Okay.
standard box. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Achilles. Not a bad idea, but I should put this stuff inside something first.
The implication there, put this stuff inside something, means that I'm supposed to empty the floor cleaner into something, right?
Okay, let's get some of this cleaner in the bucket.
Okay. We're doing this exactly like Space Quest 2. There's a scene in Space Quest 2 where you lay a bucket down and you set a fire in
Something
it.
tells me this brochure will be more useful in here. I should put this thing down somewhere before trying to light it. My cast iron bucket, it's got some incredibly flammable material in it. I should be careful.
Yes. Oh, now we can look at the floor.
This looks like a good spot.
Okay. There's this thing in Space... It's actually a wastebasket that you set a fire in under a smoke detector in Space Quest 2. Years and years ago.
Here goes nothing. That did it. I'll put out the fire before it gets out of control.
Okay. And obviously the alarm isn't going off because we put the rag there. There we go.
My God. There's enough vaccine stored in here to treat the entire population for years. Danton was right. The government has been lying to everyone all along. This isn't right at all. The people need to know the truth.
It's kind of funny, really, because I'm trying to remember when this game came out. When did... hang on. Hang on. There's a thing here. I just need to, for my own mental health, I need to double check. This was, March 8th, 2016 was when this game came out. It's just kind of, it's sort of sad that, when we do have an issue with vaccinations in the real world now, we have more than we can handle and everyone knows it. We have more vaccine than we can handle. People just aren't taking it. Well, there are more restrictions now, I think, in a way. I mean, it's getting harder now, I think, to get the vaccine than it was. But this is a supply and demand thing, but dear God. Anyway, just saying, the government doesn't have to keep the vaccine from us. Because, well, you know, and to be fair, there are Vaccine horde!
Unbelievable. This could treat the entire population.
There are barriers. Whoops.
Amy Wellard, by order of the Aristocracy, you are under arrest for trespassing on private property, breaking and entering, theft, and tampering with official Ministry of Medicine documentation.
I'm sure there's been some kind of misunderstanding.
Our orders are quite clear. You are hereby ordered to come with us for detention in Rockwall Prison.
Don't I at least get some kind of trial first?
We're here to escort you to Rockwall, not to answer questions.
Well,
If you do not cooperate, we have authorization to shoot you on the spot. You are also ordered to return those stolen clothes to their proper location before leaving the ministry.
Fine, let's go.
it's interesting because I tried... It only happened when I clicked on it.
Wellard, we've got a visitor.
Ah! Oh.
Good evening.
Tiberius, you can't let them keep me here.
I'm very sorry, my dear, but things are a bit complicated. I came to explain your position.
Go on then. I'm listening.
Do you remember the day we were bombed, Miss Wellard? I can recall it quite well.
I was young, but yes, I was in school. I lost a lot of friends that day. My mother, too.
My condolences. You are aware that the reason we were attacked was for control of petroleum and mineral supplies, yes?
See, now, this is obviously supposed to be happening. So if I were to go back and restore and try to do something different, we'd probably still end up here. But there is that urge that I have to go back and try to do something different. Even though I know it's going to lead to the same thing, logically. Because it's an unchecked box in my head. We can't have those.
Of course. Everyone knows that. What's your point?
Rebuilding our society has not been an easy task. We still have much to do. Of utmost importance is maintaining order. Do you understand this?
Then why are you telling people supplies of vaccine are limited? You could help everyone and work on finding a permanent cure.
Yes, you are correct. And if we were to cure the population and allow our society to thrive once more, what do you suppose would happen next?
It would be great. People could live normal lives again, not have to worry about scavenging or dying of the plague.
Oh, of course. And when a rival nation caught wind of that prosperity and decided we had something they wanted, we would be attacked, experience the horror of war all over again. I would not wish the bombings we experienced on my worst enemy. I cannot let that happen again. I will not let it happen again. Do you understand me, Miss Wellard? I'm aware that the current system is not perfect. There is a clear class divide, but we are not tyrants. The aristocracy has always striven to care for the citizens who provide aid, despite their circumstances.
Yeah. Wow.
In any case, I am genuinely sorry that things had to turn out this way. You did perform your job quite well, perhaps too well.
I was just doing as you asked.
I asked you to infiltrate the rebels and gain their trust. I did warn you that my protection could only go so far. You could easily have come back to me and informed me of Danton's plans to invade the Ministry.
She threatened to have me killed if I set foot anywhere near your tower. What was I supposed to do?
Informed one of my guards. Sent along someone you trusted with the information. Though it hardly matters now. I've gotten all the information I need.
But how?
With this.
A gold ball on a string?
A clever listening device my soothsayer came up with. It was placed in the handle of your crossbow.
Ow!
I've been tracking you in order to ensure I learned the location of Danton's hideout.
You've been spying on me this whole time? Why didn't you just tell me you were listening in?
It was a test of loyalty, and unfortunately, You failed.
Well,
It's truly a pity. I would have loved to give you your payment. You could have continued spying, opened up a mechanic shop, serving the government. Alas, I cannot reward criminal behavior. It would not be looked upon favorably by the public. We would lose the support of citizens like Mr. Harrison.
So what, you're just leaving me in here to rot?
I'm afraid not. Order must be preserved. I find myself forced to tie up loose ends. Danton and her rebels will be eliminated. As for you, it really does pain me to have to do this. But the truth is, I have no choice in the matter. You must be executed.
What? Why?
I understand this is difficult for you. However, my hands are tied. I simply cannot take the risk of keeping you alive.
And what if I promise not to tell anyone about the vaccine horde?
I'm afraid you've proven to me already that I can't trust you. In any case, I wish to thank you for your service. I'll make sure your execution is quick and painless. Goodbye, Miss Wellard. Again, I am quite sorry.
How kind of him. Make sure that it's painless. Ah! Okay, hang on. Freaking Raven showing up. Okay, well, you know what we're going to do now. Okay, yes. Okay, no, it was inevitable.
I'm...
Our order. If you
Ah!
Fine. What?
Yeah! It doesn't matter what you click on. Okay. Good to know. Ah! There's no escape from this loop.
Tiberius, you can't let them keep me.
I'm very
Go on.
Do you... You are...
Sure, but what has that got to do with anything?
Rebuilding our society of utmost importance.
Then why are you telling people supplies of vaccine?
Yes, you are correct. And if we were to cure the population...
It would be worse. We'd thrive as a society, but an outside nation might decide we had something they wanted.
Precisely. We would be attacked. Experience the horror of war all over
Same
again.
script, just slightly
I would not
different.
wish the bombings we experienced on my worst. I will not. I'm aware that the current system is not the aristocracy.
Okay,
In
yes.
any case, I am genuinely sorry that things had to turn out this way.
I was just doing...
I asked you to infiltrate, but you could easily have come back to...
She threatened...
Informed one of... Though it hardly
Yeah.
matters.
But how...
With this...
Yeah.
You've been...
It was a test of... Alas...
So what? You're just...
I'm afraid not. Danton, it really does. You must...
What?
Okay, yes.
Goodbye.
Alright. Doesn't matter what we say. The illusion of choice. The illusion of choice. But I'm still going with the original choice, damn it.
It doesn't look particularly comfortable. I guess this cell is designed for short stays. Locked up tight. I don't think I'll be getting through there anytime soon. Looks like the previous occupant of this cell left a few things behind. It's some kind of mechanized drain operating on a motion sensor. I guess that's what passes the toilet in this place.
It's not a railroad, it's a railroad switch. Ah, yes.
This panel seems to have something to do with the electrified window.
The window's electrified, is it?
The window is protected with an electrified mesh. I guess that's one way to keep people from escaping.
Listening device, lottery ticket. Good God. I wonder if we were supposed to use the, that powder for anything.
The Raven looks like it's trying to get in, but the electrified mesh on the window isn't letting it. Weird. Are his eyes red?
No, I'm sure you're imagining it.
It's open. There's some pretty foul-smelling water at the bottom. I'd rather avoid sitting on that thing if I can help it. Most of this stuff is just junk. What's this? Huh. Looks like the previous occupant at least got a dose of vaccine. Oh well, an empty syringe might be useful in a scrape.
Ah, okay.
If only this had a dose of vaccine in it. I should get rid of this stupid thing, but maybe it can help me.
Go! Alright, hang on. There's more! Didn't know there would be more. Wait a minute. Rotate. Okay, hang on. No, there's a whole puzzle thing here.
This thing is useless to me now. Looking at it just adds insult to injury.
Excellent.
I am not in the mood to electrocute myself today.
Just checking.
Hey, anybody out there?
What are you yelling about in there?
I have to decide things.
I need to go to the bathroom.
So use the toilet in your cell. All you have to do is wave your hand over it and it'll open up.
I'm innocent. I shouldn't be in here.
Please. Do you know how many times a day I hear those exact words? It's at least 200 before lunch. So I'll tell you what I tell everyone else. If you were really innocent, you wouldn't be inside that cell right now. So drop it, would you?
I'm hungry. Haven't you ever heard of a last meal?
Sorry, but we don't have any food for prisoners. Most people in here don't stay long enough to justify having a last meal.
There's a weird bird staring at me through the window.
Yeah, sometimes they sit at the windows. Don't worry, the electrified mesh will keep them out.
Should we use the passphrase?
You know, I've got the perfect life.
You do realize we know that's a code phrase, right? We were listening in on all your conversations.
Well, it was worth a shot. Never mind. What do you want? To come in here? You'd best fly away, bird. You're a persistent little guy, aren't you? Okay, fine. I'll see what I can do to let you in. It's already open, and I'm not using it. It hasn't got any buttons or anything I can mess with on it. There is an opening at the bottom, though. It hasn't... I don't think that will have any effect on the panel.
Okay. So we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to do this. This is all that we have left to do. Ah! You just accidentally took a screenshot, a useless screenshot. Let's see. All right, puzzle time. Hey.
Let's see if this works. Aha! Interesting. This wire could be helpful, and it makes this thing useless to Tiberius. Seems like a win-win situation. A medium length of wire. If worse comes to worse, I could probably just hang myself with it.
That's thinking cheerfully.
This should fit through the opening at the bottom. There. The wire is live now. I'd better be careful. The wire is live. I could probably move it with my foot, but I don't know what that would accomplish right now.
Okay.
I don't see how I don't think that will have any. If only this. I don't think that.
Hang on, stand by, MacGyvering.
I don't see how I don't think that.
Okay.
Hope this works. What are you doing, little guy? Well, I wasn't expecting that. What a smart bird. Right. Time to get out of this hellhole.
You have sent the soldiers to the market district?
Yes, Minister Tiberius. They're heading over as we speak.
Excellent. And the spy in the Ministry of Medicine?
Taken care of.
Good. With regards to Miss Wellard's execution, please be sure to tell the firing squad to aim for the head. Don't drag it out.
Yes, Minister Tiberius.
Oh, such unpleasantness. I really take no pleasure in having to do this sort of thing. I just hope it will all be over soon. Good evening to you.
I'm sure that's true. Just briefly so you can see over there.
The raven who broke me out of my cell. He looks like he's watching me, waiting for something.
He really just suspects you have bread.
Just going around
I think
in
that's it.
circles must get pretty boring. When the prison was fully functional, this was probably used to store water. I'm glad this is here. It'd be a long drop otherwise. That door goes into the guardhouse. This place is falling apart. I wonder why the aristocrats don't bother fixing it.
You know, like no one stays here long.
Looks big, heavy, and completely broken.
Huh.
Some big metal loudspeakers. I guess they use these for prison announcements.
Okie doke.
That's the window to my former cell. I wonder if that cell gets used. Not much chance of escaping from it. I wonder if that cell gets... The way to freedom. He's looking right at me, almost like he's waiting for instructions.
Interesting. Ooh, okay. Hang on.
It's beyond repair, and the base is screwed into the roof, so I can't push it over. If only I had some way of getting those screws out. Ow! That hurt, and it didn't make a very loud noise. I can't climb down while the guard is patrolling around down there.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, yeah, let me... Wait, hang on. Let me flip back over here so you can see this. Okay. Point at guard, point at speakers, point at HVAC unit. Never mind. Let me drop something.
Something shiny fell out of the guard's pocket, but I can't tell what it is from up here. small silver coin. I don't think these are particularly valuable.
Nope, but you know what they can be used for?
There. Should be nice and loose now.
I know that I could just push this thing when the guard's in the right place. But, I feel like I want the Raven to do more things.
Looks big, heavy, and completely broken.
This is just curiosity now more than anything else. Okay.
I could easily push this over, but if it falls on the ground, the guard will definitely know I'm up here.
Right, but the point is you want it to fall on the guard.
That door goes into the guardhouse. If I want to make noise, I'm gonna need something harder than just my fist.
Wait.
Empty.
Huh? There we go.
Going in there would be a very bad idea.
Okie doke.
I probably shouldn't mess around with that.
Okie doke. We'll just leave. Perhaps that will be
I
enough.
hope it's not too late to warn Danton about the attack. Oh no, Clem!
Not good.
Amy, that you?
Yes, Clem, I'm here.
Maz.
Oh.
What's this? It looks like there was a note hidden inside the vase.
Well, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Poor Clem. There's nothing I can do for him now.
Oh, excellent. Okay, that's clear. That makes everything very clear.
I don't think this will be much use to them anymore. No.
I'm sure they're fine.
At least it looks like they put up a good fight. I just hope Danton managed to escape. Brutal.
They did put up a fight, looks like.
Brutal. I'm not sleeping. Totally destroyed. There's nothing I can... Brutal. I can't even tell who that is. Their face has been mangled so badly. They're beyond help.
Oh no, I just want you to go through their pockets. That's really... Is that too mercenary of me?
Didn't stand a chance.
You done using that tool
There's nothing I can do for him.
we were looking for? No?
Torn to shreds. No way I can piece it back together. I'm not sleep totally. I don't recognize him. Nothing I can do.
Rebels die.
Don't move! I know how to use this thing!
Oh, hey.
Amy? What are you doing here?
I'd ask you the same thing. What were you thinking? You could have killed me.
Sorry. Pretty brutal in here, huh? I couldn't believe how many guards they sent in.
Just hand over the crossbow before you have an accident, would you?
Okay, fine. Here.
Now we will use it to shoot him.
There's a bunch of lines and wooden pegs on it. I like Denby, but he's gonna get himself in major trouble one of these days. The noose that used to be around the dummy's neck. Wow, they got him good. Destroyed, just like everything else in here. I'd rather not. He hasn't got anything useful to me anyway. Morbid, but maybe I can use it. Denby?
Yeah?
What are you doing back there?
I'm scavenging, isn't it obvious?
No need to snap, Denby.
Sorry. It's just that a couple of guards came by the factory and I had to leave, so I've got no place to stay right now.
Did they see you?
No. I was able to hear them coming and got away.
What are you looking for?
I heard these rebels had some information on where to get vaccine.
And why would that interest you?
No reason.
Denby, you can tell me. You know that.
Last week, I went into the quarantine zone looking for parts to sell to Gordon and... well, I thought I'd been careful, but this morning, I started coughing up blood.
Denby, what the hell? Your mother is going to kill you!
Great. It'll save the green lung the trouble. I can still die pretty.
If you're desperate, fine. But why on earth did you go into the quarantine zone?
Because that's where the best stuff is. Nobody goes in there, so everything in the buildings is more or less intact. It sucks, I know, but I knew the risks going in.
How did you manage to get back out? I thought it was designed to keep people in for good.
You just have to know where to look.
Where were you when the attack happened? Did you see anything?
Not all of it, no. I mean, I saw like the guards walk past and bust down the door, but once the fighting started, I got out of there. Those guys looked like they meant business, and I wasn't going to stick around to see what they were going to do.
Did you see if Danton managed to escape?
Danton? The lady with the cool hat?
Yes, that's her.
Yeah, I saw her run outside and kill a couple of guys with her sword. It was awesome.
I'm sure it was. Did you see where she went?
Nah, she ran off with a couple of guys. I didn't go after them.
Well, at least I know she made it out alive. What's all the stuff on the blackboard?
I don't know. It looks like a bunch of scribbles and some pegs. For all I know, it could be some kind of secret code, but I have no idea what it means.
Never mind. A short length of rope
Let's
is
see.
much handier than a noose. My trusty crossbow. I've got 2 bolts.
Oh, great. He refilled it for you. That's good. Okay, let me resave here.
I don't see how I can use that there.
Oh, can't you?
There's a bunch of lines and wooden pegs on it.
Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, no! Puzzles, this is...
That's not going to help.
Okay. IESNHM.
I don't think I should pull the pegs out. They look deliberately placed. I don't think I should pull... A wooden peg with a letter written next to it. A wooden peg. A wooden... I don't think... This rope is way too thick to wrap around the pegs. I'll need something thinner.
Really?
I'm not sure how I can use those things together.
I need to pull the rope apart.
A short length of rope. I'm not sure. A short length...
Need to find other stuff. Need to find like a length of string or something.
I guess the guards didn't find that funny. I'd love to beat something up right now, but this is ruined.
Hey, don't look at me.
Denby?
Yeah?
Never mind.
Do you have string? I need string. That could be string, but no. We can't interact with that. Does anyone have string? I'm sure it's all fine.
A buzzer. I guess some... I don't think I need to bother with that anymore.
No? No, okay.
I'm not leaving here until I find out what happened to Danton.
Okay, so it's all stuff from around here, huh?
There's nothing I'm not interested in this stuff. I've got my mother's old set at home.
Need string. There's strings tying things up here.
Out of my reach.
All over the freaking place.
I don't see how I can use that there. I can't just go around shooting every...
Okay. Alright. We need string.
A short length of rope is much handier than a noose.
I mean, I'm sure this is it. This is how you decode the board. How you decode the blackboard, but I evidently need something thinner.
Totally. I'm not sleeping.
This is the frustrating thing when it's like, I can think of a bunch of things I can do with stuff that's in this room. But unfortunately, the character I'm controlling can't.
I don't see how I... No way I can piece... It's even more useless. I don't see how... Tying the rope to a bolt could be useful in the right situation, but I don't think this is one of them.
Hi, Schmelzer. Hello. Greetings. Just getting frustrated, as usual. Over we're trying to figure some things out. I will say the good thing about this game is that usually, up until now, it gives you what you need.
I don't think he'd be interested in that. I don't think he'd be interested in that. This rope is way too thick to wrap around the pegs. I'll need something thinner.
So, like, I know that we need something like a piece of string.
I'd rather not. I don't see how I can...
And the places that that have things like pieces of string I cannot interact with.
No way I can piece it back together. If only... I don't think I can... I'm not sure how I... My trusty... I've got two... This thing is useless. This thing is useless to me now.
I mean, okay.
That's not going to help. That's not going to help.
Oh, well, okay.
This thing is useless to me now.
Okay, fine.
Denby?
Yeah?
You're absolutely sure the guards didn't see you back at the factory?
Yeah, positive. Why?
Here, take this.
You have a lottery ticket? Why would you give this away?
It's a long story, but let's just say it's no use to me anymore.
Hang on, does this mean...
Just take the ticket and get out of here, Denby. You've got enough to worry about as it is.
Thanks, Amy. I wish I had something to repay you with, but all I have are these strings I found back here.
I'll take the strings!
Don't have to worry about it.
Well, I mean, you might as well take them. It's not like I'm really gonna do anything with them.
Okay, fine.
Give us the strings, damn you!
Good luck.
Oh, good God. That son of a bitch.
A set of 8
All right.
ordinary-looking strings.
Okay. Now we can do the puzzle, i.e. Okay, cool. All right. SN. Can I just do that?
I'm not sure how I...
Of course you're not. All right, SN. No, that's all right. No, I'll do it. SN. No. Hey. There's a lot that she tells us she's not sure of that I'm like, no, it's right there. Sadness. That's okay though. HM. VU. I hope it's not more complicated than this. Any words forming yet? No. AP. OC. I can happen. LB. M. That could be an M. Actually, we only have this one left. WR. Wait. WR.
Milton?
Milton.
Of course. That was the name of the technician in Sector 82.
Ah,
it's
yes.
a long shot, but it's all I've got.
Milton. I do not remember. I have forgotten. I have forgotten Milton. Thud, 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 thud. Okay. Let's see. Milton? Okay. Yes. Okay, I'm going to take just a moment before I continue. We'll be continuing. I need to step away for just a second, and then I shall return. One moment. Haha! I have returned. Alright. Milton. Paradise Lost. Let me, I am, however, I know I have just returned, but I am going to pour tea. The most important food group. Tea. Our dear, dear friend, tea. Okay. Yes, that's it. Yep, here we are. So that is the reactor entrance. Salt Flats, Market District West, East. Cathedral of St. Stephen, where we go tell them we're ready to die. It is good, then, that we actually got a shot of the vaccine, because we could then just easily just give him that. Okay.
Minister Tiberius, I have news.
This guy.
Go on, then.
The attack on the rebel base was mostly successful. We suffered a few casualties, but we managed to eliminate the majority of the traitors.
Mostly successful?
Their leader managed to escape with a few others. She's no pushover, that one.
Yes, this much was made clear from the start. I suppose this can be considered a small victory. Although the inconvenience of finding Danton again will be great, at least we've managed to quell their growth. Very good. If that is all, you are dismissed.
Ah, there is one more thing.
Yes?
I've just checked with Rockwall, and the prisoner, Wellard, somehow managed to escape.
I see. Call her number.
But, Minister Tiberius, will that work? Surely she's not foolish enough to...
Whether she is or is not none of your concern. Just do as I say and call her number. And a word of advice. Question my methods again, and I'll have you hanged from my balcony. Is that clear?
Yes, Minister Tiberius. It won't happen again.
Good. Now get out of my sight.
Ooh. That's diabolical. Yeah, he actually knows
I'm
the...
sorry you had to hear that. You know I dislike having to be unpleasant, but sometimes I'm left with no choice.
Who are you talking to?
Don't worry your sweet little head. You will always be safe, so long as I am here.
Something in the jar there, I guess. So yeah.
Attention citizens, it is now time
Yep,
for this
there it is.
vaccine lottery drawing.
They're gonna catch
We are
Denby.
pleased to announce that the winning ticket number is 3211420. Vaccination may be claimed at Willowdale Plaza, next to the Ministry of Medicine. Congratulations to the winner.
It's a long number.
Don't believe it. Well, at least Denby will get his vaccine.
A digital Doctor Who episode or just the aesthetic? This is,
Reminder to all citizens, large containers or bags are subject to search by the Aristocrat Guard at
This
any
is
time.
Shardlight. This is an adventure game. That is from 2016, but they did it in the style of
Citizens are
some of
reminded
the older
that
ones.
curfew continues sundown. For your safety,
It's
anyone caught outside after curfew will be detained until morning.
post-apocalyptic game. Where you're basically trying to. We've discovered that the government is hiding the. There's a disease.
Anyone with information regarding the whereabouts of one Amy Weller
That's us, Amy Willard.
to report to the Ministry of Energy.
And So there was this whole thing where basically they, where she had to get, she was in the vaccine lottery, and because she was doing work for the for this ministry that has seized power after the. Apparently, from what I have pieced together, I think that they were in some kind of war that there was a that had at least a side effect of this disease called green lung showing up. And these ministries that have taken power have done so to, yeah, never a good sign when the government calls you out by name. No, you're right. No, they have, to recap, for those of us just joining us, yeah, no, basically we have just discovered that by doing some missions for an underground resistance, that they were hoarding the vaccine for it. They apparently had plenty, but they're keeping their citizens sick so that they don't return to a state of prosperity and get attacked again. At least that's the story that she was given by the basically guy who looked like he'd raided a Napoleonic costume shop, as many of the guards do as well. These things happen. Okay. And then they caught her. And because she was supposedly a double agent, but the resistance found out immediately, and she was like, "No, okay, I'll work for you guys." But anyway, so what do we have? We have rope, we have crossbow, we have syringe, and
Aristocracy strives to keep you safe from those who would destroy our way of life.
it's been a little while since we've been back
Once
here.
That probably used to store fuel or some other resource. It's been empty for years, though. Nothing in there but stagnant rainwater and raven droppings. A shard of uranium glass. The sun's UV rays make it glow green like that. They're the main source of artificial light in the city.
Hence the name of the game.
Looks like this was abandoned here a very long time ago. It's an early 20th century model. Probably belonged to an old antique collector, or some big shot salesman. At any rate, it's just junk now.
He is also a mechanic.
In this wreck.
He is also a mechanic.
I'm not the landscaper. I'll leave the weed pulling to someone else.
We looked at all of this stuff when we came through before, but I'm...
Reaper cultist graffiti. Looks like someone died nearby.
Please report it immediately to the Ministry of
Julius Caesar now showing. That play premiered 28 years ago. I'm amazed this poster is still here.
This at the very beginning of the game. This is what led to my theory that my my headcanon that
that as a souvenir.
Everyone who took charge just raided the in charge of anything just raided the costume shop.
What an eyesore! At least someone made it nicer by hanging some shards on the branches.
Because clearly there's a theater somewhere around here.
An old speed limit sign. It's been ages since anything traveled down a road that fast.
60 watts.
Might look nice on my wall, but I'll leave it be for now. It's
Okay.
dead, and probably rotten and full of termites. I don't want to touch it.
Okay, now having looked at everything.
Oh boy, that place again.
Milton. Milton was the guy, I guess, that we found at the beginning. Whoops.
Well, well. If it isn't Little Red Riding Hood. I don't know how you found us, but you've got a lot of nerve coming back.
Decoded your board.
You have a right to be angry, but I'm not your enemy.
You betrayed us. Tell me, why would an ally do that?
That's a bit of a jump to shouting.
Can't you understand what's happening? We've all been played. Tiberius set me up.
Isn't that a convenient excuse?
Ah.
I'd love to believe it, but unfortunately that's not an option right now. Tiberius destroyed our base and killed several of our people. You're the only person who could have tipped him off.
Well...
You are nothing more than a liability. I let you go before, but I'm not making the same mistake twice. You're not leaving here alive.
Okay.
You know, threatening people is an odd way of thanking them for their help.
Help? Just exactly what have you done to help us?
Did you forget already how I risked my life sneaking into Harrison's mansion in the Ministry of Medicine? I was doing exactly what you asked me to do when I got arrested and thrown in prison. Now I'm a fugitive, all because I was trying to help you.
They put you in Rockwall? Nobody ever gets out of there. How did you escape?
It's a long story.
Look, Raven.
I came here to see if you were still alive. I found your message at the old hideout because I was trying to warn you that Tiberius had located it. He tricked me. I was bugged the whole time. He heard everything. And I had no idea.
I see. I'm sorry. We've been through so much in such a short amount of time. It's hard to know what to believe. So what did you find out in the Ministry of Medicine?
The Aristocracy is hoarding vaccine. Crates of it. Enough to treat the whole population.
I knew it. Those bastards. Once the public hears about this... Forgive me, Amy. If I had known you were in Rockwall...
It's fine. I got out on my own. Next time, if you could stop to ask me questions before trying to kill me, I'd appreciate it. So what now?
We need time to think about our next move. This news is a lot to take in. You're free to stay here with us if you need to. I wouldn't go wandering around out there if the Aristocracy knows you've escaped from Rockwall.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah, they know. Oh, okay, here we are. Hang on. Let me delete a file. Here we go. We are redentoning. And Unstable Day says, so if this were me, I'd make time for the story. It wouldn't be the first government to use a convict to spy on others. Yeah.
Still spinning. That leads further into the tunnel. Tough-looking guy. I wouldn't want to get on his bad side.
Are there more things we need?
Why the hell would a cultist come down here?
Man, I think they have a reason.
It's my way back to the world above. She looks like she means business.
Great. Is there more stuff that I need to... Okay, fine.
Danton?
What is it, Amy?
What is it? The deliveries here get a little weird sometimes. The line deliveries, because it's like sometimes the tone is completely incongruous with what just happened a moment ago.
There was so much vaccine. How long do you think they've been hoarding it?
I don't know, but any amount of time is too long. But at least now we have the information we need to bring about some real changes.
So, considering I almost died finding all this out, is there anything we can actually do?
For now, I'm not sure. This is a fairly important bit of information we have. One option would be to somehow hack into the government PA system and spread the word that way. It would definitely be a welcome change from all those annoying propaganda messages and rigged lottery announcements. The only issue we face is getting some sort of proof to back up our claims. I think that will have to be our next course of action.
Well...
Wait a minute. The lottery is rigged? Are you positive?
Yes. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but the vaccine hoarding isn't the first secret the government has been keeping. The Aristocracy knows exactly who is assigned to each ticket and can keep tabs on them if the need arises.
Yep.
Why didn't you mention this earlier? You knew I had a ticket.
Yes, I know, and I'm sorry. I didn't think you were in danger until we were attacked.
Oh no. Denby.
Yep.
What?
I gave my ticket to my friend Denby. They called my number just before I came down here.
Crafty bastards. They probably figured you'd give your ticket away. If someone else shows up to claim the vaccine, they'll take him in for interrogation to find out where he got it from.
I have to stop him before he gets to Willowdale Plaza.
You plan to enter that nest of vipers?
I do. I don't suppose you'd care to help.
We've taken a heavy hit. I'm sorry, but I just can't spare anyone right now.
I figured as much. It's fine. I can handle this on my own.
Godspeed, Amy. I hope you manage to get to him before the Aristocracy does. I wouldn't wish a government interrogation on anyone.
Can I see the rest of the conversation tree, please?
Danton?
What is it, Amy?
You mentioned having lost a lot of people. How many?
About 6. They fought well, but there were just too many guards. We had no choice but to escape. This attack has left us severely weakened. It's going to be a while before we're able to even think about striking out against Tiberius. Thankfully, Clem managed to warn us before they stormed the hideout. If it hadn't been for him, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
Clem was a good man.
That he was. He'll be sorely missed.
Let me see here. This mouse mat needs to... Trying to wear a bit. It's a delightful mouse mat. But anyway. No, I will show it off another time. Let's see.
Of all the places to hide, why here?
It seemed like the last place the Aristocracy would look. As long as we keep the reactor running, they'll have no reason to bother sending anyone snooping around. Besides, I wanted to come back here to make sure Milton didn't become Raven food. He deserves a proper burial.
We'll talk soon.
Okay.
Alright.
Are you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Good of you to ask.
Are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking. Alright. I guess that's it. We have a thing we gotta do. Alright.
I don't need to go in there again.
Okay. Yeah. Covering that panel, we didn't need that. Alright. Off we go.
She's really jumped in, hasn't she?
Yes. We could use more people like her. I just hope she knows what she's doing.
Somewhat? I don't know. There he is.
Damn it. I'm too late. Maybe I can still get to him before they do anything too drastic.
Yeah.
This ad is for Morley cigarettes. I think Dad used to smoke those.
Remember, smoke Morleys.
That's where the vaccine lottery winner usually comes to claim their prize.
Oh, great.
This is the right place, but definitely the wrong time. An ad for Particle Cola. I never got to try it.
Particle Cola.
I'm pretty sure those things used to carry people around the city. I vaguely remember riding in one with Dad when I was a kid. I bet that fountain looked really nice when it was working. The guards took Denby over to that building. I need to find a way inside. I haven't got time for that. I need to rescue Denby.
Oh, alright.
I haven't got time to go scavenging for coins. I need to help Denby.
Alright, if you insist. We'll do the thing.
The bottom floor of this building seems to be pretty wrecked. Looks like the building's main entrance is back there. Reminds me of the one in the Ministry of Medicine's lobby. I can't tell what it says, but it looks like it was fancy at some point. People must have enjoyed sitting out here at one time. Dead. The bark has mostly all fallen off, too. This branch extends pretty far out. It almost reaches that balcony on the second floor.
Yep.
The bottom floor of the window is blocked by rubble. I can't rest now.
go.
They look too heavy to move. The writing is way too frilly to understand. If I go in through the main entrance, the guards will definitely catch me before I reach Denby.
Okie doke. Can you climb?
There's no bark. It's way too smooth to be able to get a decent grip on it.
Can't climb, okay.
I can't reach it from down here.
Alright, let's do this.
I might be able to climb up the tree with this rope, but the branch is too high for me to be able to throw it over.
Okay, we'll do this now.
This should work. My trusty crossbow. I've got 2 bolts.
Aha!
Looks like that's my way up. I really hope this holds.
Why are you doing this to me? I haven't done anything wrong.
I'm afraid your assessment is not entirely correct, young man.
I should have known this was Tiberius's doing. Where is he hiding?
You had in your possession a ticket for the vaccine lottery, which was not issued to you. We cannot have the order of our system disrupted by people stealing tickets from those who earned them fairly.
Right.
I didn't steal it!
Then perhaps you would care to clarify how you came to have it. And please keep in mind that we value the truth above all else here. Lying will have severe consequences.
I found it.
You found it.
Yeah, in the place you guys raided in the market district.
It looks as though we will be here for some time still. Alphonse?
Oh, that's not good.
Perhaps you care to tell me the truth this time. I quite hate having to do this.
So, content warning, torture.
I can't just stand here and watch this. I need to help Denby. But how?
Alright. Hang on a second. Add an additional Y. There we go. Hang on a second. There's something I needed and then it went away. Damn it. Alright.
I am telling you the truth. I got it in the rebel headquarters after you guys raided it. Can you let me go
be able
now?
to take the pain. I need to do something.
Alright, I know what
to
I'm
let you go. I really would.
I know what I needed to do. Me do that. Torture. Okay. Just checking to make sure that we're good on the placement. Yeah, good. All right. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Just had to add to the content warnings. Let's see.
However, you are omitting the fact that you have had multiple contacts with Amy Wellard, a known rebel, and the person who gave you that ticket.
How could they do something like this?
If you tell me Miss Wellard's whereabouts, this can all end now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alphonse.
No, I
don't want them to know I'm up here. Calling attention to myself isn't a good idea.
The government is your friend, Denby.
Your
However,
friend.
it is not a friend to liars. We can keep doing this as long as
There's
necessary.
like
If
only
I were in
one
your
thing I think
position,
it's letting
I
us
might
do here.
speak or hope there was someone around to end things for me. We know you have a close relationship with Amy Wellard. Now tell the truth this time.
Oh, this is grim. Really? Really? So there's only one thing I can see immediately to do here. It's a terrible thing to do, but they may be going for high drama with it. I don't know.
Maybe this will get them to stop.
That's shooting the wrong way.
Ah, it seems I was correct to expect Miss Wellard to show herself.
Amy? Why did you come? Get out of here now!
I'm afraid our young man has served his purpose. As you will.
Denby!
Welp.
I was left no choice, Miss Wellard. Do not make his mistake.
Don't talk to me, you monster!
I understand your anger, but drastic measures are sometimes necessary to preserve order. Now, please, don't try anything foolish. I don't want any more bloodshed if I can avoid it.
Going somewhere?
Yes, and you're in my way.
You really are a feisty one.
Oh, good God. Well, okay.
Oh, God. Not now. Not after all this.
Relax. I've come to ease your pain. I'm...
You been in to check on her today?
Not yet. I wanted to give her some time on her own. Her breathing's been getting stronger. Wouldn't surprise me if she's on her feet in the next day or two.
Hmm?
She's just lucky you found her when you did. What the hell do you suppose she got up to make the wig head so keen on finding her?
I don't know. They've seemed to ease up a bit at least. They're not patrolling the market district anymore, but the posters are still up. Have any more guards been here?
Not after I sent the first one packing.
What I really want to know is how she...
You know, I'm right here.
Amy!
Stone the Ravens.
How are you feeling?
Like hell.
You shouldn't be on your feet too long in your condition. Come over here and sit. We'll have a talk.
Everyone has such heavy footfalls in this game. I'm just gonna say briefly. It feels like there's like all we could have done in that situation. Is like we could have shot the other guard, but that that still could have, that wouldn't have, it would have come out the same way, right? Probably. Or we could have shot Denby. And that still would have come out the same way. So I mean, again, this game has it seems to be famous for having the illusion of choice, without the actual choice in there. I mean, it's interesting enough. You get to see different versions of what happens, but that's about it. But that said, let me see here. Hang on, doing tea-related things. Let me go ahead and...
Exactly how did I end up here?
That's the thing. We don't really know.
What?
Pop sent me out into the field to pick up some of the sheep carcasses. I just found you lying there next to the fence. Do you remember what happened to you?
Not really, no.
What's the last thing you do remember?
I saw the Reaper.
Come again?
The Reaper. I was laying on the ground bleeding out, and he appeared.
You're not gonna go all zealot nutjob on me, are you? You know the Reaper's just a myth.
But I also know what I saw. It was definitely him. He's real. He came over to me and said he had come to ease my pain. He was dressed all in black, had a skull for a face, bony hands. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it.
You sure the blood loss didn't make you delirious? If what you saw was actually the Reaper, the stories say that you should be dead. I can tell you firsthand that this ain't heaven. So who was it that fixed you up and brought you to us?
It's him. I just know it.
Well, I think we should just forget about it. What matters is that you're alive and safe here with us.
I'm not staying here, Gus. There's too many questions I need answered. The Reaper didn't let me die. I need to know why.
No.
I need to talk to those cultists.
You don't want to go near them, Amy.
Look, I know you don't understand what's happening. I'm grateful for you looking out for me. I am. But I need to find the truth. Please accept that.
Bad idea. The Aristocracy's been looking for you.
I can handle myself.
You just spent the past 3 weeks in bed. Do you want to get yourself killed?
What do I really have to lose at this point?
Amy, please.
Well, if you're set on it, we know there's no stopping you. But remember, we love you. You've always got a place here.
Amy, please take care of yourself. We can't lose you two.
I'll try my best.
Here, take this bolt. I know it's not a lot, but I can't send you out there unarmed.
Thanks.
Was somebody dressed as the Reaper anyway? They were animated the same as everyone else. We are now in a post-NB society. All right.
My trusty crossbow. I've got one bolt. Pop's wedding photo. They look great. I've always liked this one. It's Gus and his mom when he was about 6 months old. I'm pretty sure that used to be Gus's old toy chest. I wonder if he ever takes off that apron.
Nope, we'd have to animate it.
This one is of me and Gus. We can't be any older than 4. I don't think this old thing gets used much anymore. Pop always looks a bit more at ease when he's indoors. Apparently that's been my home for the past 3 weeks.
3 weeks, dear God.
Pop's old hunting rifle. It's just decorative these days. The front door. I'm not gonna look through all their stuff.
No? Darn it.
That's right. Take a load off.
So I'm being hunted by the Aristocracy?
They've eased off a bit, but they were really cracking down a couple of weeks ago. I've had to avoid the market district for a while, just because I was sick of being harassed every day.
I think they got tired and mostly gave up after a while. They still have wanted posters up, but nobody's blabbed. You've got yourself some pretty loyal friends.
Thank you. I'm sorry to have caused you trouble. Are your sheep doing any better with the blue burglar?
As a matter of fact, they are. A week after I planted it, it was sprouting up everywhere. And the sheep love it. Too early to tell just yet, but I think we might just be okay for next season.
Glad to hear it.
That was a flower that she brought by. A weed she brought by for the sheep to eat.
Anything else I should know about the Reaper cult?
Just that you should stay away from them if you can help it. I don't want to see you dancing around chanting mumbo-jumbo.
Come on, Pop. Amy's got a good head on her shoulders. You know she's not capable of being taken in by people like that.
I've seen some people I thought were pretty level-headed get swept up in their nonsense. I don't know what they're drinking, but be careful, Amy.
I'll be fine. Both of you. Relax.
It's easy for you to say.
I really should be going.
Come back anytime you want to rest. We'll be here.
Please be careful out there, Amy.
You just have to go join the cult now.
That's right.
I really...
Come back in.
Please be careful.
All right. Well, enough of that.
It hasn't been used in so long, it'd be liable to blow up in my face if I tried. Now's not the time for cooking. Nothing in there except a bed, and I'm not sleepy right now.
Just trying to take everything. All right. Well, that's that.
I'll see you guys later.
Take care of yourself out there, Amy.
Everyone in this game has such heavy footfalls. All right. Market, Salt Flats, Cathedral. I guess we're going to the cathedral.
They look strong. This statue has been heavily damaged. It's practically unrecognizable. Judging from the location, I would say that head belongs to the broken statue. It's creepy how you can't see the face underneath the hood. She looks
Claire.
kinda happy. She's smiling anyway.
Hello again.
Hi there.
Welcome. What may I help you with?
Can I go in?
That depends. Are you ready to die?
Sure.
No, of course not. I've got too much left to do before I go.
Then maybe you should get on with it. Time is precious after all.
Hi there.
Welcome.
I think you should know that I've got the perfect life.
And you could have the perfect death if you embrace the risk.
Okay, yeah, that was worth it.
Can I go in?
That depends. Are you ready to die?
Yes. I mean, she was moments ago.
Sure, why not?
If you're not willing to take this seriously, then I can't help you.
I'm in!
Hey, where do you think you're going?
Inside the cathedral?
Not without getting clearance from me, you aren't.
Can I go in?
That depends. Are you ready to die?
Sure, why not?
If you're not willing to take this seriously, then I can't help you.
Oh, dang it. Alright. Let me in, damn you!
I can't just go around shooting people.
Can't you? I mean, you were just a little bit ago. Okay, never mind.
That doesn't even look like me.
Not a good likeness?
Ripping down a wanted poster isn't going to magically make me innocent again. It's not like Gordon to just leave his stand. Wonder what he's up to. I'm not interested in any of this junk.
Citizens are reminded of the nightly curfew beginning at sundown. For your safety, anyone caught outside...
It's pointing into the alley, and it says Clem's Crockery. Seems to be a makeshift signpost, but it's more decorative than informative these days.
Here's some things we need to talk about, cultist.
Pretty impressive selection this week. Mariska actually managed to fill up her entire stand. Hello, Mariska.
Amy, get away from here. Guards are looking for you. Be careful.
Thanks for the warning, Mariska, but I'll be fine.
Please go, Amy. Do not stay here.
Oh, alright.
Wanted, Amy Wellard, for crimes including breaking and entering, theft, trespassing, and murder. Wellard is considered armed and dangerous. Anyone with information on her whereabouts is instructed to report to the Ministry of Energy. I'm not really thirsty right now. Hi, Nelson.
Amy, you shouldn't stick around too long. The guards have been looking for you.
I think I'd like to read for a while, if that's okay.
Of course. What subject?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
Reading about.
History, science, art, philosophy. Now we're good.
Actually, I haven't got time to read right now.
As you wish.
Really? Really? I think it's hilarious they still let you read. Okay. Well, now that that's done, let's do the thing that I'm just gonna save over that I think we're here for.
Excuse me?
May I help you?
Do you know where the Reaper is?
Believe me, if I did, I'd be gone already.
I think I need to worship the Reaper.
Well, this is certainly a different attitude from the last time we spoke. If I may ask, what caused you to change your mind?
I mean, right now we're just sort of going through telling the truth.
I saw him, the Reaper.
Oh, I hardly think that can be true. Only one person has seen the Reaper and lived, and that is our founder. Surely you have an actual reason for wanting to join the Acolytes?
Please, so much has happened. If you could just give me some information.
I can give you any information you need, but if you want to join the Acolytes, you'll need to be a little more serious.
Do you have anyone going around dressed as the Reaper?
I'm ready to join. I promise.
Are you? What troubles you?
All this time, I've just been trying to survive, but compared to everything else that's been going on, it seems kind of pointless now. I mean, my green lung vaccine will be wearing off soon. 2 of my friends are dead because of me, and the government wants my head. I just don't know what to do anymore. I don't know how to keep living like this. I'm lost. I need help, and I don't know where to go.
It's all right. You came to the right place.
Yes, join a cult.
Talk to Claire in front of the cathedral. Tell her you are ready. Good luck on your journey to death, young lady. May the Reaper take you swiftly and peacefully.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, that'll probably do it.
It's in no condition to be operated, and it looks like it's already been completely scavenged for parts.
Welp. I am curious to know if there's anything we can get here.
This door looks as though it's been in use recently. It's locked. How odd.
Still can't do anything there. This has got to be something, right? I mean, we probably don't do anything with it until later.
Looks as though someone has been excavating for salt here. Probably Gus. I don't think I need any more salt.
Alright. Just wanted to make sure I didn't neglect going by there again in case anything was different. But now that we've had a little chat, maybe this will be easier. Dun, 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 dun. I'm actually gonna make a separate file because there's stuff I want to go back and look at, but we'll see. I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay.
Hi there.
Welcome. What may I help you with?
Let me in!
Are you alright? You seem troubled.
I don't know. Things have just been so hard and...
It's okay. You're safe here. Tell me what's happening.
Cult.
I'm just trying to make things right, but every time I think it's getting better, something worse happens. I didn't want any of this to happen. I just wanted to fix my dad's car before I die.
So you're dying then?
Yeah.
Cult.
I don't have long.
Are you ready to die?
I think so. Yes. I just want to see my loved ones again.
Say no more then. Go inside and speak with our leader, Jess. She'll be glad to welcome you to the Acolytes.
I'm scared, Claire.
That's entirely natural. Just know that you are safe here. Nobody wants to hurt you. You're in welcome arms. May death come to you swiftly, fellow seeker.
Happy death cult. I don't think there was even the option to go back to the apartment, so to her apartment, her home.
Ah, young lady. I'm so pleased to see you've decided to join us here. Please, Make yourself at home and feel welcome. The Acolytes of the Reaper are glad to have you here to celebrate with us and await your time of passage to the Promised Land. Follow me and have a seat. You're just in time to hear the daily affirmation.
Yes, I would like to receive your newsletter.
Brothers and sisters, as another sun sets, we seek comfort in the knowledge that we are all one day closer to the Promised Land. Although no members of our flock have taken the great journey today, tomorrow still awaits. Always remember that no matter how terrible things may seem for us here, the Promised Land will heal all our pain and suffering. We are all here, born into this struggle, to come so far and end up returning to dust. Now let us join together in a moment of silence to honor the Reaper and pray for a visit from him soon.
Oh, death. Oh, death.
Let the music and celebration begin. May death come swiftly for us all.
Excellent. Yes, good. Good. I'm sorry, I know this is supposed to be very serious. It's very serious business. There are things that delight me here. Let's see. Yay, death. Okay.
Seems to go somewhere deeper in the cathedral. That's a catchy tune they're playing.
Just like they're playing.
I think these were once used to hold holy water. It's very fancy at any rate. That's a catchy tune. What is she doing in here? She's just a little girl.
Child cultist.
I wonder if playing dress up with statues is considered sacrilegious. He's just sitting around minding his own business. He looks right at home in here. She looks haunted by something.
Okay.
It's empty.
The acoustics changed when you looked at the basin. What does it mean?
Hi there, I'm Amy.
Reaper bless our meeting. I'm Norman.
Pleasure.
This is when they normally pass out the Eccles cake and
So, what made you decide to follow the Reaper?
coffee.
Well, as you probably noticed, I'm no spring chicken. I lost my wife on Blast Day. My children both died of green lung this year.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Why would you say that? There was much suffering in their lives. Yes, I was sad that they left this world so early. But the Reaper tells us true. There is a better world beyond this one. To grieve for them when they are in the Promised Land, it makes no sense.
I'll see you later, Norman.
May death come for you swiftly, Amy.
Excellent. Yes, good. That's a cultist wreckage.
That does not look good.
There's something shining in the wreckage. See?
She looks lost in thought.
Excellent. Let's interrupt her.
Hi there, I'm Amy. I'm new here.
I thought so. Welcome into the Reaper's embrace, Amy. I'm Ellie.
What brought you to join the Acolytes?
When my family found out I had green lung, they kicked me out. I wasn't angry at them, but I felt so alone. I hated the idea of dying with so many things left unfinished. But then Jess found me and took me in. She told me the word of the Reaper. I was so happy to learn that I could find a better life after death, that this was only one step in a larger plan. It's so much better to die happy and among friends than alone with no guidance.
Have you seen your family again?
My mother saw me preaching in the market once and ran away. They don't understand, but it's their choice not to. I have all the family I need here.
I'm going to go now. We'll talk later.
Have a blessed day. May death come for you swiftly.
I'm sorry. Okay, look, I have to explain. I gotta explain at least a little bit. That, so like one of my favorite, so I really like the trope of post-apocalyptic cults. And then I also enjoy the trope of death cults. So these two things together just delight me to no end.
This wreckage is horrifying, but maybe there's something I can use. There's a loose piece of shrapnel here with a sharp edge. You can never have too many weapons.
Yep.
A piece of metal shrapnel with a very sharp edge.
Good, yes. Sharp objects. Good, excellent. Let me, we're probably fine, but, let's see.
I shouldn't bother them. They're really into their music.
Okay. Head this way. Let us talk to the child.
Hello there.
Hi.
What's your name, kiddo?
Maggie. What's yours?
I'm Amy. How old are you, Maggie?
7.
That's kind of young to be in a place like this.
Mommy brought me here. She's been coughing and trying to get better. Then I started coughing too.
Oh, God.
She says that if I pray to the Reaper, I won't hurt anymore.
Oh, jeez. It's never too early to learn about the Reaper. Oh, God.
When did you start living here with the other the other worshippers?
About 2 weeks ago, after Daddy died. Mommy and I were really sad, but one day, she went out to the market, and when she came back, she said she'd found a way for us to be with him again. So we came here and met all these nice people. Sometimes I still feel sad, but they help me feel happy again.
Have a good day.
May the Reaper take you!
Oh my God. There's, okay, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that later, but there's something I'm thinking that I don't know if I was paying quite enough attention to that to be able to pick up the thing. There's a thing there possibly that is horrible, but aside from the normal level of horribleness, of the just of the of the just the the just how messed up the situation is, but there's a thing. Anyway.
Real marble. Nice.
Yeah, okay. Wow. Yep. Anyone who needs to dive off, feel free if you need to, because this is heavy stuff.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Yes, but I had some questions for you.
I'll be happy to answer them.
Okay.
So, what is it you do in here?
We wait for our appointed times, when the Reaper will appear to us and guide us through the ether to the Promised Land. Every one of us has an expiration date, if you will. We gather here and hope that ours will be this very day. When one of us does pass on, we celebrate them and ask the Reaper to consider us for the next journey. In the meantime, we enjoy each other's company and express our adoration for the Reaper and his grim task.
And the question that's been on all of our minds, we get to ask that now.
Is there a reason everyone wears a top hat?
As a sign of reverence and respect. Our leader has described the figure of the Reaper to us many times. He wears a tall black hat and long robes. You must have noticed the symbol we have adopted to represent him incorporates the image of the hat.
I did notice that, yes.
By wearing these hats, we feel a closeness, a kinship with him.
Yeah.
How come Jess doesn't wear one?
She chooses not to. Her reasons are her own.
I feel like they've just seen somebody out dressed like that, and that's the guy. That's the one that came up to her, and bound her wounds.
Can anyone join your group if they want to?
Yes. Anyone who is prepared to face and accept the inevitable is welcome to join us.
How do you know when people are ready?
The sincerity of wanting to die can't be easily faked. When I first spoke with you, you clearly weren't ready. It was easy to tell when you were.
Isn't it possible to misjudge?
Of course. But most people who aren't truly ready to die don't normally stay in the flock for very long. It has happened before, and it's a pity to lose them, but hopefully they will return someday.
Oy.
What brought you into the flock?
I was looking for solace. Last year, I lost my entire family to green lung. I was devastated. And one day, I was walking through the market district and, like you, happened to speak to a fellow acolyte. She told me about the Reaper, how we shouldn't fear death, and my eyes were opened. Rather than mourn my family, I should be happy for them. After all, isn't there no better reward than to be taken from this miserable world to someplace better? They have known the Reaper and seen his benevolence. All I can do is hope for the same. My former life has no meaning. My future lies in the next world, and the Reaper will take me there when the time comes, so I may be with my loved ones again. Does that answer your question?
Yes, I think it does.
I think you will find that many of my brothers and sisters joined for similar reasons.
I'll speak to you later.
I look forward to it.
This is very... There's a little strangled, that.
Nice.
Wonder.
I wonder if it's made from uranium glass. It most definitely doesn't open. They've drawn their sign for the Reaper on it.
Didn't even see that.
The acolytes wouldn't appreciate me tearing down their decorations.
Aww.
Excuse me?
Yes?
Are you the leader of the Reaper cult?
Indeed. My name is Jess. Welcome. I'd prefer it if you didn't use such a pejorative word to describe us, though. We're the Acolytes of the Reaper. Please address us by that name, if you would.
Of course. I'm sorry. My name is Amy, by the way.
A pleasure, Amy. May you find the peace you seek here.
Can you tell me about the Reaper?
Of course. Was there anything in particular you wanted to know?
Who is he?
He is our savior, the shepherd, the psychopomp. He is the one who would lead us to the promised land, the life beyond.
Heaven?
It has many names. Heaven, paradise, nirvana, the promised land. But though the names vary, the concept remains the same.
Can you be sure it will be better? Or that there even is a promised land?
Even if what lies beyond death is nothing but oblivion, it would still be better than this world.
Ooh.
I suppose so.
So, there was I actually had just been thinking about this. There's there was a game that I played in a while back. It's a science fiction game, and we did a sort of a round robin game mastering it, essentially. And there was a point where I introduced a death cult, a space death cult, basically full of space goths, essentially. And ultimately, after a little conversation, she used the word psychopomp, right? And so so it reminded me, because I decided that the head of the cult was called the Necropomp. I had forgotten. But it was just this Pope-like figure in black, in black hooded, the usual thing. But it amused me.
What does the Reaper do?
He removes us from the misery of this life and takes us beyond.
How?
His legion of ravens patrols the skies and searches for the sick and dying. They appear to those who are near death and summon him.
Ravens?
Yes, ravens with red eyes that refuse to sing. If you see one, it means he's near.
Uh-oh.
I've seen quite a few of them, actually.
You're all over the
Then
place.
consider yourself lucky, Amy. You are not long for this world.
Yay?
What's your reason for worshipping him?
I was once a non-believer, but I had an experience many years ago that changed everything.
What happened?
I saw him, and I lived. At first, I didn't know why, but in time, I came to understand. I was chosen. It became my duty to spread his word. Death is coming for us all. We must embrace it rather than fear it.
Does that mean you're a suicide cult?
I asked you not to use that word.
Right, sorry.
And no, we are not. To die by our own hands would disrupt the Reaper's pattern. We all have our allotted times, and expediting those would anger him. So we wait and comfort each other in our last days.
Interesting. Well, we may be edging towards blasphemy. Here. We'll see.
Do you know where I can find the Reaper?
Your time will come. Just be patient.
No, you don't understand. I've already seen him. I need to find him again.
Here we go.
You've seen him?
Yes, a few weeks ago.
Did he speak to you?
He did. He said he was going to ease my pain.
And yet, here you are.
When I saw him, I was fighting for my life. It took me 3 weeks just to stand again. I didn't want to die. Now, I don't know. I just want to see my friends and family again.
I'm sorry you've been through so much. You need to find out why you were robbed of your passage to the Promised Land. You need to have the vision.
The what?
It's a ritual we have for those who seek communion with the Reaper. It will allow you to speak to him and ask whatever questions you want.
Oh, here we go.
That door there. It will lead you to a courtyard. Sit on the bench. Underneath it, you will find a decanter. Drink from it. You will soon go into a deep trance. If you are lucky, he will come to you.
That's all I wanted to know about the Reaper for now.
Very well.
How come you don't wear a hat like everyone else?
When I saw the Reaper, the encounter left me feeling terrified. My hair turned white, seemingly overnight. When I began spreading the word, I decided to use my hair as a symbol of my encounter, as proof that what I saw was real. To cover it up with a hat would be a disservice to his legacy.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah, we got an achievement. Hat trick. Gain Jess's trust. Apparently asking about the hat was the, was the key to that.
So, why is there a plane sticking out of this church?
The story goes that on the day the world ended, there was an airplane flying overhead that got caught in the blast. It ended up crashing into this cathedral, killing all those on board, as well as everyone inside the building.
That's awful.
Is it? They were spared the misery of the world after the catastrophe. I rather envy them, to be honest.
Have a good day.
May death come to you swiftly, fellow seeker.
Ooh, okay. All right. I'm just going to save over it. All right. So, we just go through the door, and then we drink the thing, we sit on the bench. I'm going to save that for next time, because excited though I am to have the death vision, I fear we must come to a close, as I've got stuff I need to take care of tonight. So that is where we are with that. This is a good place to stop, I think, for right now. I'm going to put us back to the opening menu, whilst we stare into the oblivion and appreciate the Raven. That was so much. That was so much. It was a lot. Thank you all very much for hanging out. I very much appreciate it. That's death cults. Very heavy stuff. Very heavy stuff. So I'm interested. I'm interested to see what comes next. And just follow this story as things continue to spiral downward. I have to say this for them. They go hard. At least in the in the with the topics here. So it is in that way unlike any other adventure game I think that I have played that you know, from the era that this is meant to be like, right? So yeah, no, I'm just delighted to see you know, that this kind of story being brought to this format. So I definitely want to continue, and I will at some point very soon. Right now, as far as stuff goes, it's mostly going to be video games for the next couple of weeks. Around the end of the month, we will be starting up, finally, a campaign we've been waiting on, a tabletop campaign. It's going to be on Sunday afternoons. I will talk more about that as we get closer, but I've talked about it before. It's a Alas for the Awful Sea in Space. But more will be coming on that front. Other stuff is in the works. Things move slowly, but they are moving. In the meantime, folks, thank you all very much for watching. I very much appreciate it. I'm going to dive out. We're probably going to go say hi to someone when we hit the end card. Feel free to hang on if you're so inclined and say hi to them with us. In the meantime, folks, thank you all very much for watching. Take care, and I will see you all of a sudden.